guys, I was cooking bacon. I'm gonna show you guys how to make homemade crunchy French toast. Um, and then I'm gonna be actually doing French toast sticks for the kids. I usually put them in the freezer, and they last about a month to 2 months. It depends. But I put them in like in individually bags, and then they just grab them out of the freezer, put them in a toaster oven, and keep it going. We usually have smaller containers to put the little syrup on there, so it's easier for them. So to that, I got some eggs. Now I have about 11 to 12 eggs because of the simple fact I'm making a big batch. I'm actually making this for breakfast with some bacon. And then I'm making the bread that I showed you guys yesterday. Hey, Susan. We're going to make all this food. Hey, honey. You can come over, Susan. So then the bread that I brought yesterday at the discount store, which is like a bread store. It's like an Intimates over here. And then this bread is a little bit thicker, which I like. Hey, Jamie. Good morning, baby. So I'm going to start that. So we're going to start actually cutting the eggs. And again, you can divide these batches to smaller ones, but again, I'm doing actually a lot. I'm gonna make some breakfast, and then I'm gonna start the freezer breakfast, which I just do prep. And it's really simple, actually. How's everyone going? We're supposed to be getting a hurricane, so I'm kind of prepping a little bit early. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but better safe than sorry. All right, guys. And this goes by pretty fast for me. So it doesn't take long to make. Okay, just put it showing now. There it goes. I'm gonna actually got a trash can behind me. Just like anywhere you go, clean up your mess. Put this on the side. So to that, like I said, I got 11 eggs. Actually, I counted. I'm going to actually sprinkle about a tablespoon of cinnamon. And I got this at Sam's Club. So to that, I'm going to add vanilla extract. And I do make my homemade. And I just pour it in these empty bottles and keep it going. So vanilla extract. To that, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And if you add a pinch of salt, it enhances the sweetness of anything that you're baking. So I'm going to actually put that here. And I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of sugar to my mixture. I forgot my whisk. And then I'm going to add milk to this, of course. Hey, Fly. You guys want some breakfast? Y'all can come over. So far that's a cup that I added, and I'm just going to actually whisk this to see if I need more. I remember the first time I made French toast stick, actually my uncle, Paquito, which his name is Francisco, but we used to call him Paquito. I was like 8 years old, and he was in the kitchen, and I was telling myself, I know from my dad's side of the family, I think about a percentage of it, don't know how to cook, but a big percentage do. So I was telling him, Theo means uncle, like, can you cook? And he was like, well, we're going to try. So he's the one who showed me the base of making this French toast. I got good memories with him. I love him to death. And today I'm going to actually add a half a cup more. So I only used a cup and a half of milk. Any kind of milk, whole milk. We only use 2% here. And then my milk itself, since I'm lactose intolerant, I do almond milk. Or I use almond milk. So, alright. So now I do have my butter. Actually, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to bump it up to medium. So you probably guys can't see, but I do have like one of these portable things here. So I'm gonna actually bump this up to medium. Now the trick of this, here's the liquid form. I got, because I didn't feel like dirtying dishes, I'm being lazy today because I got enough going on. I just take 3 cups of this. Don't forget the bacon. I'm not forgetting about the bacon, trust me. I got it actually on low and then I bump it up to high. So I do the cinnamon crunch and I put 3 cups in here and then I just eat the crap out of it with the little thing. So it's here. And then to that I'm going to add 2 cups of this Panko Clean. Don't get the seasoned one because seasoned is like mainly for chicken. I'm going to actually stick it in this. It's like, don't forget the bacon. Nah, I won't forget about the bacon. I promise. I'm going to mix this up. And I got to get a plate actually for this. Now this bread that I'm using, again, I brought this bread at Food Line just a few minutes ago. So it is sliced. It's Italian sliced bread. And it's already done for me. I paid $1.50 for it. So sorry guys. So I'm just going to actually use one of these plates. Could have got a bowl, but that's alright. So to that I'm just going to add a stick of butter. Actually I'm just going to take this butter and add it so it won't stick to my pan. This pot is really, actually I got it at Kohl's and I paid $48 for it. Retail was $50. No, retail was $99. This is $100. And then I had some kind of Kohl's cash or whatever, so that's what I paid for it. Okay. So I'm going to add some of this mixture here to the bowl. And I'll probably have to make more mixture because of the simple fact. I'm doing a lot of French toast, so these plates my daughter bought them for me, so I like using them when I'm doing a presentation for you guys. So this is hot enough. I'm gonna open the bread up. I know some of my couponers are here, so shout out to Krista from Coupons. I got your Nutella, girl. I'm gonna add some of this, you'll see, to that. I like this bread because the bread is because it's like real dense, so this will actually work perfectly with all this that I got going on. I'm gonna actually put the mixture in here. You know what? To this mixture of the cereal and the panko, I'm gonna actually add cinnamon to it. Even though I put cinnamon in there, I'm gonna add cinnamon to that. And I know the cereal is sweet already, but that's just how we like it. You don't have to add all this sugar to it. It's just, so I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar to it. So I added to that the panko and the cereal, which already has that cinnamon taste to it. But I'm also gonna add, I added a tablespoon of sugar and cinnamon. I always tweak my recipes. It's just, I like doing it that way. Alright, so let's dip this crunchiness. Yummy, yummy. I know people always like, you always cooking, why you not fat? I do a lot of exercise. So I got a bigger bowl, but that's alright. So anyway, as you can see, it has these delicious mixture to it. I'll bump this up to high, as this hot really gets hot fast. And now if I was like working in a regular restaurant, I wouldn't be able to use my dip. Like if I use this for my dip, I would have to use my other hand to actually use for this side. But we're not in a restaurant. We in my family's house. We in my house. So just in case there's any chefs and I'm like, ooh, she dipped. It's alright. So I like coating it very, very well. I like packing it, because I like when it has that crunch into it. So as you can see, both sides. I'm going to actually do 4 for each of my family member. And then bacon on the side. And yes, I did turn off the bacon. Anybody lives in North Carolina who's watching me? Or in around this area? South Carolina? And then one more. And then from there, I'm going to actually show you guys how I bump this recipe up and make it fashionable statement to it. Because to me, cooking is fashion. So I'm going to actually wash my hands. I'll put this mixture actually on the side. Now, since I only had to this mixture, I added I'm in Texas. You're in Texas. I have some set of dish. Yeah, my daughter brought me these dish sets for Mother's Day last year. I love the Pioneer. I have a lot of her collection, as far as her pots and pans and utensils and stuff like that. So on the topping, actually, once we finish this these crunchy French toast, we're actually gonna put, my family don't like a lot of blueberries, so I only added like literally probably like a little pinch of it, probably like maybe 10 of them, of these blueberries in here. And then I actually diced and sliced these you can pick some food up. So actually I added I put some strawberries in here, and I did put 2 cups in here, and then I chopped it up in very small pieces. I added sugar so it can liquefy. As you guys can see, it has like the juice in it. So, and that's going to be the topping of it. And then I'm going to add whipping cream or whatever I have in my refrigerator. I think I have like that Cool Whip or something like that. Alright, let's tone this bad boy around. So let me take out some of this. So I'm going to add some of the whipped topping. Hopefully it's enough. If not, I got a fresh bottle in the refrigerator. So anybody going out today? Church, work, out to eat, couponing, clothes shopping. I'm a size 6, shoes 7. All right, so one more flip and then this is all pretty much done. I'm gonna actually take out some powdered sugar because we already in a sugar attack mode. So I might as well bump it up. I'm going to turn this off so you guys can probably hear me better. This is loud. It's the only thing I don't like about that. So I have the French toast stick. I'm going to actually, I know, I'm being bad today. Thank God I don't got little kids, they're teenagers, so they act up like, go to your broom. Act like you know. Because they would be like, ah! So let me get a spoon. I'm going to actually take some of this Nutella or Nutella and put some in a little container and just put it in the microwave for a little bit. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to move all this stuff since we don't need it no more. So here's some berries. I need a bigger setup. What y'all think? Alright, so we have our plate here. I'm going to actually add this topping on top. And then I'm going to actually get a container. I'm going to add just a tablespoon of it. I'm just heating up the Nutella so I'm able to sprinkle right on top. Because Nutella has like a nutty chocolate flavor to it. And strawberry and chocolate, hello, who doesn't like that? See, when you heat it up, it just becomes this. You might have to heat it up a little bit more, guys. so the Nutella was like really hard. So I added a little bit of that syrup. It's like chocolate syrup, and it'll melt it away. So not really. All right, so here we go. So chocolate, Cool Whip, or whipping topping. A little bit of powdered sugar. And that's my presentation to you guys. You can actually add chocolate chip on top of it if you wanted more chocolate. You can add more Nutella to it, but for some reason I have to look to see why that didn't melt. It should have been able to melt, but that's okay. I was able to get some chocolate in there. And I'm not very of I'm a pastry chef, and yeah, I do eat sweets, but not a lot. So guys, this is my kitchen to yours. Please try this recipe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share my videos. Actually, I'm going to actually taste it to see how it came out. Let's see. I want chocolate. It's crunchy. Hey, can y'all hear it? It's really good. And it's not that sweet. So, it's not sweet at all, actually. It's crunchy. I like the crunchiness of it. Guys, we finished. Sorry I was moving around a lot, but sometimes that's what happens when you're confined to a little kitchen. It's not like I'm in a studio or any of that, or I have the privilege to have my a restaurant kitchen, not like I used to. So I am going to keep going back and forth. But this recipe is legit. It's awesome. It tastes good. And if you don't like any of the berries, you don't have to put in it, but it really does enhance the flavor, and it really feels like you're going to either IHOP, just any of these restaurants that you can actually do at your house. Something like this, I'll probably pay with the bacon, or I forgot the bacon, but I'll put that on there. Something like that, I guess, what, $6, $7, depends on where you live at. If you're in New York, a little bit more. I know we used to pay $13 and up with just a couple slices of bacon. They probably give you like 3 and French toast sticks, so you're paying like $13 for it. And you can actually do this for a couple of dollars in your house and feed the family. For $13, I could feed my family of 4 and some, like, for the next day, for the next couple of days. So guys, ciao darlings, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.